Karen Huger is my favorite housewife of all time. I am suffering right now. Like, this is a very difficult time for the little Hugers, for the little grand dames. No, but in all seriousness, this is really sad. Last night when I saw that she had been found guilty, I was, shocked. This article just came out a couple of hours ago and it's saying that she's in danger at Bravo. I think there's an established playbook for what she should do, but I don't know if she'll do it. It's antithetical to everything that she believes about herself. Karen Huger is my favorite housewife because she is a little bit in love with herself, right? She's completely delusional. She sat on our screens in season 1 looking crazy, looking a mess, and was like, I am the queen of Potomac. I am the queen of the city. Even though she had tax problems, even though they had money problems, even though Charisse was the only person on that cast with actual money and actual connections, Karen was like, I'm going to run this show. And she did, right? She is the undisputed fan favorite. People love her. She has people that ride for her, right? Like, she is that girl. And I think this season has been especially difficult because now that she has her second DUI, she has now been found guilty of this DUI. She's facing a lot of jail time. Like, it's really scary. And it's like unfortunate that she has believed this narrative about herself, right? She is believing the mythology that she is the grande dame, that she is above us all, that she's like the queen. And she's gotten, so famous that I think it would be hard for anyone in that position to like admit that they had a problem, right? Like, not to make this about addiction, because I talk a lot about it on this page, but like, I think it is very hard for someone to admit when they are in that situation. And like, from the videos, which are very, very, very upsetting, like, I actually couldn't believe some of the stuff that she was saying. I want it on the record, I am not defending her. Nothing that I'm saying is a defense of her, right? Like, I could not believe what I was seeing. It is crazy that she went to court and fought. Like, if I watched 1 second of any of those videos, because there were a lot, I would have pled. Like, I'm so sorry, Karen. That was insane. I saw posts on Twitter and Reddit saying that she needs to be fired. She needs to be fired. And it's like, let's hold on a minute. Bravo loves a criminal. Bravo loves a guilty woman, right? Luann and Shannon both got DUIs. Luann got a DUI while filming the season, was allowed to go to rehab in the middle of the season, and then kept filming throughout season 10, right? Like, she was on camera for every second of her situation. She then had another slip, went to rehab again, and missed the reunion. She was on it, right? Like, the playbook is that you admit that there's a problem. You say, and I said this in my first video when I talked about Karen for the season premiere, I said, you admit that you have a problem. You say, I fucked up, you guys. I'm so sorry. You go to rehab, you figure it out, right? Shannon, as much as I despise her, she did what she was supposed to do. She was like, yeah, I really messed up. She did not go to rehab, but she admitted wrongdoing. And I think that's because of like her interesting positionality with the Housewives universe. Shannon is seen as like a perpetual underdog and a perpetual victim. So she is sort of more allowed to fuck up because people sort of expect that from her. I think what's making this more shocking from Karen is that Karen portrays herself as very together, very above it all, very like regal and queenly and sort of floating above all of us peons. And so that's why people are more excited to see her stumble, right? People were much more likely to give Shannon grace because Shannon has been a loser for 10 years on camera. And they're like, oh, that's just Shannon being Shannon. Teresa went to jail during filming, went to jail at the end of season 6. They stopped filming the show, waited till she came out, and then was allowed to start filming. The season started filming the night she got out of jail. She got out of jail at 3 o'clock in the morning, and a Bravo camera was there. Erica Jane was under investigation for receiving $20 million from her husband. What's the status of that case? Seemingly, she has been found innocent. She's going back to Broadway. People love her again. Sure. Jen Shah, the federal government built a case against Jen Shah, and she was allowed to film for 2 seasons, and then they fired her when she went to jail. Like, there is no way that they're gonna fire Karen now, right? She has to do what all of these people did and say, I fucked up. Take the L and keep it moving, right? The fans will turn up, the viewers will turn up. If you take accountability and apologize, people will forgive you. The problem is, the reason why people are so mad at Karen, even Ashley and Mia on this season of the show, is that Karen refuses to admit anything, right? She refuses to take accountability. She refuses to like say, I'm sorry. She refuses to like stand in her truth, whatever her addiction truth may be. I'm not a therapist. I can't diagnose her, but like, something is up, something is wrong based on those videos. And like, she should use that to her advantage, right? Go to rehab on camera, get a therapist, get a sober coach, move someone into the house. Like, there are so many ways that she could navigate her way through this and build goodwill with the audience instead of like fighting it and saying, no, everyone is crazy. I'm right. I'm right. I'm right. And like, I love her because of her personality, but there's no way that she can have both things at the same time. You cannot say, I'm the queen of Potomac, I'm like untouchable, while also facing 2 years in prison at this point. I love Karen so much and I am praying for her. I hope that everything works out. Like, I really, really, really want her to get better in whatever way, whatever that looks like. I hope that she gets help. I, again, am not a therapist. I just like really, really want the best for her.